Floasis means a place where you get to mentally, emotionally, physically, where you're in your trance. Where you're so deep in your vibe or in your groove, whether you're moving your body or writing a paper or cooking, I mean, whatever it is. The Floasis is where you get to where you can just drop into the flow and not think about anything else other than what you're doing and being fully present. I'm Kiyan Sagari, also known as Neon Kiyan, and I'm a roller skater, a dancer, and a performer in Los Angeles. My whole life, I have known what I've wanted. The artist in me just kind of kept going towards movement and kept going towards my art. It's fun to perform. I love bright colors. I mean, when I wear something that's really bright and colorful and bold patterns, it helps me feel bold and helps me take risks and push myself. From a young age, I started dancing. I was the youngest student in the whole school. My tights were so baggy on me. My leotards would just fall off the shoulders because I was so tiny, but I loved it. And then from there, I moved on to competition dance, so like jazz, tap, hip hop, and it was my life. So I'm in my office and creative space. I started skating, it's gonna be 3 years now. It wasn't until I kind of hit a flow with my skating that I finally felt confident enough to share a video. I started posting my videos, and it really just was to show this new thing that I loved to do. Even if no one saw it or no one liked it, I just was so proud of myself to be doing this new thing that made me feel really freaking good. Every time I skate, I really feel that hunger in me to be my own best self. I push myself so much to the point where I'm like, okay, I gotta stop, because if I keep going, I'm not gonna be able to walk tomorrow. That drive really comes out in me on my wheels. I feel that the most when I'm skating, is very just like I just wanna eat it. I wanna eat it all up. So I'm just headed to the beach right now, go get a good skate practice sesh in. I get out here definitely a few times a week, and it just feels so good. I meet up with friends, we play our music, we vibe. I mean, we got the sea breeze. I got super excited to just keep creating content because people were saying how good it was making them feel. My friend Alia was really the first one to be my skate buddy, and she was super encouraging. She showed me a lot of moves.
We first started going to the rink together, and Kiyan would get so frustrated. She was like, oh, I can't. You know, she was like not picking it up as fast as she thought she would, but then it was like overnight, she just like became just this force on her wheels and then just blew up, and it's just been so crazy and cool to watch, and just to watch her glow up has just been really amazing and special.
I love you. I love you too. Through her, I started meeting other people because we would go to the rinks. Once we started going to Venice Beach, I started meeting people out there, and that's where I met a lot of the OG Venice Beach skaters.
Kiyan was easy to mentor, one, because she had a dance background, and she fell in love with skating just like I did when she first got into them. I've been doing this a long time. I was blessed to be taught by some of the best skaters in the world, and I just felt like it was necessary to pass those blessings on.
I met Kiyan at the rink. I remember her always just really wanting to learn. Kiyan's like part of my skate family. We just have become like this inseparable, we call it the impenetrable skate dome. Everyone needs a Kiyan in their group because no one is like Kiyan.
That was kind of it. That's all I needed. Just like a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of guidance. If I commit to something, I really go hard and I go all in. So I did not hold back. Once the pandemic hit, I had more time. I was skating every day and just training and training and training and pushing myself. Some people like to say, oh, you're just a clout chaser if you post videos online, or you're a pandemic roller and that's almost like this negative thing, or you're a TikTok skater. And as a dancer and an artist, I get offended by that because I know that I come from so much training and work and experience in movement. I was exposed to a professional lifestyle from really young. At about 12 years old, I moved over to a classical ballet school and started training very, very rigorously. Towards the end of high school, even though I love ballet and I'm super passionate about it, I struggled to find a job. It doesn't matter how great of a dancer or performer you are, if you don't look like what they want, or maybe what the rest of the company looks like, then there goes your chance or your opportunity. With a heavy heart, I left ballet. So I transitioned more into contemporary dance, but I still kept coming up against a lot of walls. I had a really negative experience with the company that I was working for that really broke me down. It was my dream job, and it was completely the opposite. It was the most toxic and harmful and artistically stifling space I have ever worked in. I started realizing that I was terrified to dance because I was afraid to do anything wrong, because I felt very disposable and expendable. I realized I don't have anything left to give. And dance wasn't making me happy anymore. So I decided, screw it, I'm moving to Los Angeles where it's sunny and warm and I get to just go dance in commercials or music videos. I had started skating already before the job started, but it really was just a hobby. I knew I loved movement. I knew I loved dancing and performing and being on stage and having that exchange with an audience. And so I decided to take the leap of faith, skating and performing again full time. Before, I was chasing the jobs and chasing the dream. And then now I was doing something purely out of the love and joy of it. And then the opportunities started coming my way. Over here, this is really, really special to me. I did a partnership with a company in Amsterdam called Adam, and they made an embroidered version of me to go on their shirt. It's mind-blowing for me to see something like this, like have something tangible to show how far I've come. Now, I think people embrace the term pandemic roller, people who started skating during the pandemic, because it saved them and it helped them work through a really difficult and dark time, and there's nothing to be ashamed about of that. Why wouldn't I want to be paid for something that I love to do if the opportunities are coming my way? What skating has done for me is given me a sense of freedom and the ability to accept myself as I am. Who I am is enough. And that is life-changing. Roller skating, first of all, makes me feel very connected to my dad. I think about him a lot when I skate, and I try to channel him. Sorry. My dad has passed away. He passed away 10 years ago. He was a cyclist, a biker, and he would always beg me to come out and bike with him when I was younger, and I never wanted to. I never enjoyed it. I never really understood it in the way that he did. He died doing what he loved. My dad passed away cycling. He was hit by a car when he was on his way to work one day, and he sustained a very, very traumatic brain injury from it. And he survived for 3 years after the accident, but then from complications, passed away. And he was just always he was just so excited about movement and loved to level up on himself. Like, he was his biggest competitor. I didn't understand the freedom he experienced being on wheels until I started skating. When I'm skating, I feel connected to him because I finally understand what it means to have freedom and joy on wheels. feeling like you're flying, of like pushing through the wind, of pushing yourself physically to the point of exhaustion, but it's like joy exhaustion. I feel like now I move for my dad and I channel his passion and his energy and his love of life through almost everything I do, but especially skating. I feel my fire. I feel free. I feel like I'm flying, especially when I'm at the beach and there's a breeze and I see the ocean. I mean, that is just the ultimate. My only hope when I share my content is to encourage others and inspire others to either make art or to get out in their life and pursue the things that they've always wanted to pursue. I really believe that movement can do that, and that movement can inspire people, and that's all that I want. Roller skating has given my life more meaning.